a man in that position, because, you know, Biblia inasema, when the righteous, when a city in Nakuru righteous, and then God reigns there, sindio? Sasa yeye atalead Nakuru County government into believing so much in God, because I can tell you, even as a government, there are things that you want to do that you may not be able to do. But with the help of God, it is all possible. So thank you so much, graduates. All protocols observed, my boss. As he has said, our governor is very passionate on matters trade, especially providing a favorable environment for business to thrive. That she is very passionate. And one of the things that she told us is that we have to now do business and guide our businesses with a mentality of increasing our share in our contribution to the national GDP, and Nakuru has to be first. We were second, so you know that. We are number 2, but we have to overtake Nairobi. How do you overtake Nairobi? We only overtake Nairobi by Waithera coming up and setting up the hospital, getting the kids to be treated from elsewhere, and with Waithera setting up a hospital, she'll be earning directly, but also the hotels in Naivasha will be earning from the medical tourism and so forth, chairman. And then the Mama Mboga in the Soko will also be earning from the food that will be bought from there. The farmers will also be having an opportunity to market their products and to sell. See, we are good? Yes. Now, when I see our madam from the kids department, as you do those books and as you do those pens, you're telling these kids that they are very important. So what are we doing to our generation to come? You're building up for greater things. And they are seeing that, wow, this is possible. Now, I am Dorcas, as you told, Njeri, and I love business. I think my head talks, feels business. I love everything to do with building a business from a very small level and graduating it to a big thing. Now, having gone through what Dr. said, Dr. Wasike, he talked of things even to do with very complex issues, financial planning. I think I got it in my master's class for finance. You see, that is how advanced they are taking you. If you've been taken to a level of getting the education of a degree level, whether irrespective of where you're coming from, you see, once you are elevated, once you have that power, then you're able to move up. And as a county, our main concentration is on 4 areas with businesses. 1 is on skills development. And that is what you're doing here. And that is what our extension officers in business will do. And that is what we've also partnered with the like-minded people, like Strathmore Business, Strathmore University. We already have a MOU that we are doing to train our businesses. So right from here, if you go and you want further, somebody who will work with you, kindly contact us. If you want financial advice, if you want maybe a group to be taught on business plan preparation, maybe you're not able to transfer, maybe, you also want that confidence, it's also good to come up to us. And Dr. will always be there also. I feel it. Now, that is what we do. And for these ones, I tell you that the county government is so keen on having us increase our business skills, because we realize countries like America, I love US. I went there for a study, and one of the things that we were concentrating on is their model of small business development centers. And what they will do there, they will give you all this that you've been given here, and then after that, they will link you to the financials. So you don't go at the end of the program, Waithera, to look for funds elsewhere, but you are linked to a financier who is accessible and also affordable. Then we felt that it is good to replicate the model here in Nakuru County. So we have already established this September a business development center. And this business development center, you won't find a very big building written business development center, but you will find hearts that are so big that want to guide you through. Hoping that we shall have that big business, that complex that we want to have, the physical building, so that when you come there, you have a conference room, you can sit, you can get to be trained very comfortably, because right now, we are only getting our trainers to maybe to source for a facility to train you from there, and then after that, we link you up also to financials. And thank God, because the other thing that we are concentrating with as Nakuru County is building market access. And how do you do that? We understand that there are so many players in this. So for us, we are working with the local networks, with the Central Region Economic Bloc, and all other economic blocks in this country, to make sure that we market what we have from Nakuru. So when we have you, we want to take you now to Kiambu, we want to take you to Murang'a, we take you to Kisumu, and the other thing that we do on that, we partner with the rights of Kentrade. You know Kentrade? We also partner with Keproba. In fact, we have a training here in Nakuru with Keproba on Thursday next week, so that we sit down and see those people who want to export from Kenya, how are we helping them? Kentrade comes in to provide us a single product, a single window for trading. That you're able to get into that window, you're able to see, if I need to do avocados export, what do I require? These are the few agencies that I have to register with. These are the licenses that I'm expected to get, and their charges are there, such that you don't have to be conned by a broker, because all that is written. And we embedded that in our county website, so that we can have guys going through export business in a very friendly way. And also even for import, my dear sister, even for import, you're able to see where else can I source my materials cheaper than China, if they are not the best. So we are providing a platform for you guys to explore. If I am doing medicine, where can I source my drugs at a cheaper rate? Where do I get my vehicles from a very cheap rate? And I'm happy today to have one of my sisters, Njeri, from Reliable Concrete. We've walked a long journey. And she can tell you that for businesses, if they don't access markets, then they cannot be in business. So that is a major area of concern. Then the other area of concern is financial access. How do we help your business to get the necessary finance? We understand that this is a very complex issue. We cannot all be financed at the same time because resources are constrained. Si tumefanya economics? Yes, sahi hata nyinyi hizo mmefunzwa zingine ni economics, ama? Si mnaelewa? Resources are constrained, but the needs are so many. So what do? We have to bring all these prayers together. And one of the things that Nakuru has done as a priority is to offer the banks that are here and all other financial institutions a very conducive environment to do their business. And also licensing them to make sure that we don't have cons in the city doing business. The other thing that we have done as a county government is working closely with all the other government agencies that are involved in financing, like Kenya, the Institute of Kenya Industrial Estate, who are here down at industrial area. They offer startup financing. And not really startup, I can say. That's a very complex thing. But once you've started and you find that you don't maybe have some machinery that you need, they're able to purchase for you. Like say, my sister Waibera wants to do maybe a machine for CT scan, and you don't have that cash. It is not a must that you go to the bank to get the loan. You are able to get the machine through KIE. And see, that is something that is good for you. Especially those guys who are in manufacturing. They've really concentrated on manufacturing. That is their area of specialization. They do a lot of that. Then the other thing that the other agencies are like Uwezo Fund, Youth Fund, and so forth. So you also build your capacity to ensure that you access that. Now, the best of all is the Nakuru County Enterprise Fund. Now, this is a journey, and we are going to have our businesses well financed. It will not be exhaustive because, as I said, not all who can be funded because of the limited resources. So our governor has given her assurance that the Nakuru County Enterprise Fund must be operational. And you know, for Nakuru County Enterprise Fund, we are looking at bringing down the cost of funding. That is, the interest rate will be very low, 7.5%, and that is very friendly for businesses. Now, if you have the market rates right now, I can tell you the lowest is 13%. Then you add all the other costs that comes with it. For us, if you add maybe even the cost like negotiation fee, you add things like the insurance, all that now, you get the loan going up very much. You pay dearly. But as for the enterprise fund, it is aimed at helping the businesses from Nakuru County who have a trade license in Nakuru County. Now, Nyamira girl, I'm very sorry because this will not finance the nini. We are calling it. You called it Neptune. Yes, it will not be able to finance Neptune in Nyamira. But once you open a branch in Nakuru, Neptune Nakuru, then you get financing. See, that is good.
Yes. Wow.
Now, you will require only to have the trade license, and then from there, you will require to have some good financial statements. All that you do, and we are also picking at M-Pesa statement. because we are moving with the way the technology is taking us. And if you have that as a prerequisite, the two conditions, then the rest now we can walk over, because it's about your ID, your KRA certificate. Those ones, you can get them anytime. And I know that you have them. You have your ID, you have your KRA. Tumesikia president anasema tukuwe na KRA pin. Kwa sababu kulipa ushuru ni kujitegemea. Now, the other thing that we are concentrating on is on policy formulation. And when it comes to policy formulation, you heard our governor as she did her campaigns. She talked of a licensing regime that is very friendly to the businesses. You go out, you find that somebody starts a business, but there's so many licenses that you'll be required to pay are really draining you and killing the business slowly. So what her vision is to bring around all these licenses so that we have harmonized licensing regime, where if you're opening a business, if it is NEMA you want to reach out to, you want to reach out to public health, you want a permit in food and beverage, then you are able to get them at a very short notice and from one point. And that brings it to, if they are all brought together, apparently you might find I was charging this as an agency, as a regulator, but you are also charging the same thing there. So we can do some minus from there. So at the end of it, some licenses will be cheaper than how they were. That's a good thing for us. We can clap for our excellence. Now, I know that we are in Nakuru County. And Nakuru County is headed by, of course, a lady, and she's so much into empowering women. For Nakuru County, I can almost see in the next 5 years to come, we shall be talking of the very big businesses that are flying the flag of Kenya to abroad, because we shall be doing exports that we have not been doing in this county and in the country. I want to say that whatever you do, as I finish, whatever you do, you are a brand. God bless you.
Thank you.
Keep
We can do
Nakuru.
better than that.